Good morning. Well, in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28, Paul lists some of the amazing spiritual gifts that were found in the early church. He says, God has appointed in the church first apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then miracles, then gifts of healing, helping, administrating, and various kinds of tongues. The gift of administrator is one that quietly gets working in the background and makes everything else effective. But it's greatly underrated and undervalued. I want to tell you a little story about a man who, in the 6th century, was an administrator in the Roman world, and a very successful administrator. But he had his heart's desire on becoming a monk. And when he came to a time that retirement was possible, he went to the monastery. But the church looked at him and they saw the gift, and they actually got hold of him and appointed him as the Pope. His name was Gregory, and he reorganized the administration of the papacy around the year 590 following, and he laid the foundation for a lot of the pastoral work that would be done through his commentary on the book of Job. But he also did this. He was walking in the market one day and he saw some slaves for sale in the way that the Roman world did. And they were Anglo-Saxons. And he said, I think they look more like angels to me. Angels are, of course, messengers. And he bought them, freed them, trained them, and he sent them on a mission to England. They arrived in Canterbury at the end of the 6th century and met with the King of Canterbury, or Kent, Ethelbert, and his wife Bertha, who became Christians. And that laid the foundation for Catholic Christianity coming into this country. The evangelistic gift was released because there was an administrative foundation. Recently at Thornton Heath, we've had outside the Man Van, which has provided health checks for men. 1 in 4 black men and 1 in 8 men in the UK will get prostate cancer. And this is there to provide a state-of-the-art service to the men of the community. But unfortunately, a lot of the time, instead of humming with activity, it's just been sitting there idle and closed. Somehow the administration has fallen short. A resource is there, but it's not been used anything like its full advantage. I want us to pray for the gift of administrator to be released. One of the strengths of the movement that we've been part of over the years, New Frontiers, has been Nigel Ring. Terry Virgo's been the apostle, but Nigel Ring has empowered and enabled so many of the practical aspects of our work, the legal, the financial, and particularly the ministry to the poor and the needy, making things happen. Pastors like me aren't necessarily very administratively gifted. And sometimes our wishes become, and our desires and our visions go nowhere because we lack the gift of administrator. I want to pray that God will raise up many gifted administrators, people who can turn something that's maybe just a mess and disorganized into a well-oiled, efficient way of serving the community and bringing glory to God. God, give us godly administrators.